Hey everybody, welcome back to House of Grey Rabbit. I'm your host, as always, Grey Rabbit 80, and you know the rest of the spiel, it's Prime Tom.
Hell yeah.
We haven't found any more notes from the mouse so far. I'm not sure if it's just a coincidence, or if we really do have a crazy stalker out there. No notes this week, luckily. Crossing your fingers, everybody. Now, today, it's my turn. And so, I just reached into a compilation that I've probably had for the last 10 years. And so tonight, for this week's experiment, we're going to watch Brain Twisters.
Sounds interesting.
I hope it's interesting. We'll be right back.
I was wrong.
There's nothing interesting about Brain Twisters.
No.
Okay. Okay, let's... I don't even want to do the cast. Because it's not even worth going into the cast. Other than, you have some people that don't really matter. You have a doctor whose acting is like sifting sand through a thimble. Like it's just... The main parts of the brain are this, this, and this.
Only a few decades ago, over 20,000 people, including children, had their brains mutilated by misled quacks calling themselves neuroscientists.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Oh. Oh god. Just thinking about it, my brain hurt. Then you have the lead, which is basically she's just a young actress. This is a Crown International picture. Which, if anybody knows anything about Crown International, there's a reason why they're out of business. It's because they made movies like Brain Twisters.
Oh my god.
Anytime you pick up a compilation of just like a $5 30 movie compilation, I guarantee
Half the movies are going to be something to do
with Crown International Pictures. And they made movies all the way back into the 60s. And there's a reason there. This, luckily for us, this one's like one of the more modern ones. This one's set in like late 80s, early 90s, I think.
I felt like 91.
Yeah, it's, like I said, you have your lead, which is just an unknown actress.
Laurie, how are you?
Terrible. Absolutely terrible.
Then you have the police officer, an unknown actor.
I don't mean to be a pest, Doctor.
Really? You seem to enjoy it.
Yeah.
And the rest of them just they don't matter. There's no reason for it.
And the movie has no plot.
Well,
It does, but it doesn't.
it's got a story, but it doesn't have a reason for it. So
Yeah.
let's get down to what we know about the plot. The doctor is doing experiments using people. He puts them in a machine that makes patterns of light swirl in front of their face. Pixelated and stuff like that, and it affects them mentally, making them violent or suicidal.
Supposed to stimulate their brains.
It starts out with a young lady's murder at what we believe to be her boyfriend's hands, but at the time, the movie makes you think that it's someone else, and that, I think his name's Tim,
I guess so, yeah.
that Tim is completely innocent. Now, when Tim is later interviewed by the police officer, he is affected by the sounds of the video games in the restaurant,
And then just goes nuts.
and he throws himself out of a window after trying to choke a patron.
I don't know. I can't remember.
It's important, Ted. You must be able to remember it was only last night.
The doctor whisks away Tim's body, which he apparently has a right to because Tim signed a contract with him donating his body to the company that the doctor is working for. Yes, that's right. There's a company behind all this. Conspiracy theory.
101.
The police and the doctor argue over who has the body or who actually gets the body. The doctor arguing that they can have the body, but he's going to keep the head.
Yes, people, you heard it.
He keeps
The head.
Unfortunately, the cops say they have to have both pieces, and the doctor is left with nothing. Now, for the rest of the movie, is just a jumbled misconception of this
And that.
on that, and
On
this,
on that.
and that, and the doctor
And
doing
this-
more experiments with the machine, and the girl trying to talk to the cop, and then she tries to kill the cop because she was on the machine, and then she doesn't, and she kisses him, but she pushes him away.
And what doesn't make sense is she never was on the machine.
It's in here.
You use quite a bit of video equipment.
I moonlight. I tape weddings on the side.
She was never in that machine. It was other girls. It was never her. No.
But you know what? You're right. She was never in. It's easy. You're right.
But at one point, after they had dinner, she went to watch TV, and
No. You're partially right. She goes and sits down after dinner while he does the dishes.
Yes.
And she watches Monster Mania.
Yeah. And there's people who are watching her, and they switch it on
to the colors and stuff,
and
then she tries to kill. Okay, so there is a reason behind it. I don't know why I totally forgot that part.
Yeah.
After all this, then the doctor is chased by the cop. Not chased. The doctor is pursued by the cop, to which he freaks out and does all this stuff. He finally goes after the girl in this horrendously big bad wolf style thing of let me in type thing. She says no, and then he beats on the door and breaks the glass, and then he's at the back door. Oh God.
Why didn't you let me inside, Laurie?
And there is no thrilling part about this movie. But
he also used the machine on himself too.
Yes, he does use the machine on himself. In the end, he gets shot, and you find out that the corporation he's working for wants all these videotapes where he's taped these experiments on these people.
Yeah. Including himself.
They go after the girl and the cop for the last tape. The cop ends up killing one of the little henchmen from the conspiracy company people. And in the end, they are attacked by one of the earlier characters that has been put through the machine. She looks to be dead and then comes back to life, I guess. She
was just in a daze because she used the machine and she turned it all the way up to 100%, so it completely fried her brain.
So she kills the head of the company.
Yeah.
And then after killing the head of the company in his limo, she tries to kill them.
And then
the movie just switches to what they saw earlier. The pattern and stuff with the little robot thing going across it. And as it zooms out, it's a video that a little boy's watching or a video game he's playing. Yeah. You don't really know. But the mother is calling for him downstairs, and he turns, I'll be there in a minute, mother. And then it just kind of goes out the window. I know it's a lot to throw at you.
Or out the window.
Or out the window. Yes, thank you, Prom.
You're welcome. Because that's what that movie is out the window.
There's no discernible plot. There's no discernible story. It's all about something that they're watching affecting them emotionally. You find out no reason why this is being done. You find out no reason why this started. You don't even get the doctor to explain what the experiment is. He just tells them to look at the lights, and then he gives them money afterwards. That's it.
We're in the wrong business.
I want to go watch some lights and get paid for it.
And then go nuts.
Well, then I can leave out the nuts part. But
now
let's talk about some of the blaring atrocities that come out of this one. It tries for a little while to be something like, what the hell is going on? Like, really, what's going on?
At the vascular wall.
And then it just crashes.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing redeeming about any of it. There's no backstory to any of the characters. You never find out anything about the main heroine girl. The cop is just a generic cop is all he is. I mean, he even gets booted off the force, or suspended, excuse me.
For 2 weeks.
For 2 weeks, which, I mean, that's just the generic cop thing that happens.
Yeah.
The doctor talks like this at every moment in the movie. I swear to God, this is the exact voice he's using. It's like watching molasses drip through a comb. That's how...
His dog's cool, though.
He does have a cool dog.
It's a husky.
He has a very cool husky that is... Yeah, that's about the only redeeming factor, really, about the whole thing. Oh, that dude has a nice Porsche.
Oh yeah,
That's a nice Porsche.
and he dies.
Yeah, he does at the hands of the girlfriend is a psycho.
Is a psycho, yeah.
Yeah. There's a reason why Crown International was out of business. Because they, like I said before, they made things like Brain Twister.
And it's supposed to be a thriller.
Where she said it was like a 3.5 on the scale.
Yeah, out of 10. Where?
I don't know.
The husky? The dog. Has to be the dog.
I'm just wondering, was the 3.5 people that, or a group of people that like voted for that movie,
I guess so.
were they drunk?
High.
They have to have been high. All the colors and stuff on they had to have been high.
Or a combination of both.
And I don't know how anybody could have said. And I understand that this is a movie, and I understand that they weren't actually staring at this thing for so long. But man, I can turn on like an Xbox 360 and turn the music thing on with the swirling colors, and I can almost make myself sick. I don't see how anybody could sit through anything even remotely as. Oh, this movie reeks of Roger Corman, and he's not even part of it. Like, every time I was thinking about this, every time I'd stop and I'd be like, it has the stink of Corman all over it, and he has nothing to do with it. As many movies as we watched, sometimes we'll come into a movie and we'll say, hey, that's the director from such and such.
Yeah.
Or, hey, that's the person's name from so-and-so.
Not this.
No. This right here,
It's completely...
it's like off the grid.
Yeah.
It's like somebody who just is off the grid. It's a movie that...
It's actually a movie that we've never seen any of the actors, actresses, or...
And we'll never see again.
No.
David, do you hear me? Dinner is ready. Come down here right now. I'll be right there, Mother!
It's Brain Twisters. I don't know how anything to say. And normally we have like mistakes and stuff to throw at it. It's not full of a lot of mistakes at all. There's not anything that I can just cite as...
no goofs or nothing.
No. It was well put together, as in somebody edited it really nice, but it's not written well.
No.
It's not acted well either.
I mean, I can understand if it was more... I mean, you name it, Brain Twisters, you're thinking that there's going to be more scientific... something to do with science, and there isn't.
Well, even if you just explained what the thing was, like, what's the machine? Why are they...
And they don't even do that. They don't explain nothing.
I understand that it's an 80s movie, so, like, there's that tendency sometimes in the 80s with 80s films, especially sci-fi films like this, to be subjective, like... We're not going to, like, give you all the answers, and you'll figure it out, and it's because the government's making you do it, you know? And I understand at the time, you know, like, video games were just getting off the ground for home systems, you know? Like, the Nintendo had just hit and everything. Mm-hmm. And people are worried about the way things affect their kids. Yeah. But it just...
This doesn't have... I mean, just...
There's nothing...
Nothing remotely interesting about the movie.
I can't even tell, you know, most of the time I say it's not worth watching, blah, 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 don't watch it, blah, blah, blah. We just rehash that a lot. But this movie is just, the only reason that we have it is because somebody was plugging a hole in a collection.
Yeah.
And said, hey, you got a thriller? Okay, I got a spot for it.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody, this has been Brain Twisters. Thanks, everybody, for coming along this adventure with us in horrible, horrible cinema. You know, as bad as, you know, the stuff the mouse has made us watch, this was pretty bad.
Yeah, it was.
And I'm the one that found it. I'm the one that found it. Thanks for coming along with us today, everybody. I hope everybody's having a good week. We are having an excellent week. Excellent week this week.
Very busy week.
Very, very busy, but hey. So, everybody, if you've ever seen Brain Twisters, if you own it, or if you go and buy it, oh, God. Why? Why do you even want to go buy it? No. Don't do it.
Stay away.
Please leave a comment down below.
And if you have any recommendations for us, let us know.
And remember to hit that little bell. That'll get you notified anytime we put out a video. And as always, punch that like button right in the face. By the way, don't forget to subscribe.
Yes. And if you haven't, please do. Thank you to all the subscribers we have.
We have been getting a boom of subscribers here lately. I want to give a shout out to everybody. I want to give another shout out to Jedi002. Ran into her the other day.
Oh, really?
Going to do a job with a friend of mine. I am in an old church, like where they have a school now.
Yeah.
And I'm just walking around doing my business, trying to be polite and everything. Walk into a room, and there is like 3 people I know, one of them being Jedi002, and she was asking about the last time we gave her a shout out if we recognized it was her. And anyway, we got a good laugh out of it. So shout out to Jedi002. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for subscribing all the time you have. With everybody else, just Keep sending us comments. Keep talking to us. Horrific Nightmare. You are one of my favorite guys right now. Like, I am loving your comments. I'm loving the stuff you're putting out. Just keep on, buddy. We're here for you. You're here for us. That's what we love. On top of that, Last Shoegazer.
Yes.
Man,
He
that
does
guy
some good
churns.
videos,
He
too.
churns out some stuff like
Oh, Lord.
every other day. Like, we tend to put out once a week, maybe twice if we have
Try
extra.
to.
Yeah, and I mean, this
He's
guy
just
is like,
booming.
my phone's constantly going off saying that he's got new videos out.
Oh.
So, anyway, guys, thanks for everybody. Thanks for everything you're doing. We don't want to draw this out. Hopefully we'll be getting a video out within the next 24 hours. And I don't know what to say except see you guys next week. And be seeing you.
I'm a little confused. Maybe you can help me out.